Howdy folks, this is Checkers back again with another episode of Subnautica Below Zero, and by another I mean a first episode. We've started this twice already before, but there always seem to be updates because it is in early access. This update, however, says that it is one of the final updates, and you may notice this. Attention, the Below Zero story is now fully voiced. We recommend starting a new game for the best experience. Old saved games will still load, but the story experience may be erratic. And since we're waiting on, well, other things, I thought maybe we would take a look one more time at Subnautica Below Zero because, hey, third time is the charm. So let's start a new game. We will start in survival mode. Survive alone on 4546B while investigating the death of your sister. Spoiler alert. Well, that loaded much more quickly. Okay.
This is the farthest that I can take you on company space bugs, Robin. You sure you want this? The research is in everything.
It is to me and Sam. I need to know what happened.
The meteor storm.
I can use it for cover from Voltaire's eyes.
Gonna miss you, Robin.
I'll find my way.
Approaching 45-46 feet. Surface temperatures. Life pod deployed.
It's like I've been dreaming of this day for years. All right, well, everybody remember where we parked? I like that Robin had a plan to hide behind the meteor. Good move. Robin is also familiar with technology.
Welcome to 45-46 feet. Enjoy your stay.
Yeah. I like the explosion on cue. That was cool. Alrighty. Now, let's start gathering up things. Flare. And we'll put that away, and we'll grab some food. Scour the surrounding area for goodies. You know, while we're here, there is a heat... Is it a thermal lily? I can't quite remember. Let's warm up using that, and then we'll dash back out here, grab a nutrient block. Ooh, there's another one. And another flare, and open our PDA because things... Arctic Survival Almanac. That temperature is going down, so we'll have to be careful with this. Welcome to the Adventure Mode Xeno Worker. You have arrived in an Arctic climate. Your great expedition begins. Your XenoWorks PDA is equipped to monitor your temperature and vital signs. Since you have downloaded the Arctic Survival Almanac, it will also dispense advice from time to time. For the benefit of future adventurers, your device will also record observations and findings you make. Survival checklist. Retreat to a safe environment. Administer first aid if required. Retrieve emergency supplies if available. Survey the environment for threats and resources. Find or construct a reliable habitat. Construct necessary survival equipment using the habitat's fabricator. Locate other survivors using line of sight or the radio. Maintain physical and psychological health until rescue, and then go back to the thermal lily like your life depends on it. Okay. Once again, just, you know, in general, I guess, developers around the world, not that anyone will ever listen, but if you want to read a book, don't let someone die while they're doing it. Arctic Survival Almanac, The Surface. Adventurers exploring the surface in cold weather climates are advised to take additional precautions. High winds can result in a rapid onset of hypothermia. Keep an eye out for natural shelter or restorative hot springs. Unexpected detours occur. You never know how long you'll be away from home base. Remember to pack a lunch and a toasty hot beverage if possible. We can't say this enough. Layers. Invest in a quality cold suit. Is certain to pay dividends in warmth and safety. Remember, when in doubt, don't go out. So I guess my advice for this particular bit of a reading from the PDA would be don't trigger that for the player until, you know, they're next to the thermal lily. Hey, look, water. See, always worth looking. Oh, there's more. More water. There is a thing. I don't know what the thing is. We can't use the thing. But it looks like a thing we should be able to use. There's some more water and more flares. I don't know why I'm taking them. I never use them, but, you know, they're things in a game and I pick them up. My bags aren't going to overload themselves by themselves. Alright, off like a herd of robin as we dash once more for the thermal lily. It is nice to be back on 4546B. Warming up with the thermal lily.
4546B. Landing was a bit rough, but I don't think Altera spotted me. I hid from their satellite. The drop pod deployed with gusto. I just have to find it and get settled. Then I'll be able to get to work.
Huzzah! Let's do that. And dash by the thermal lilies. That looks like the other branching path. We won't go investigate that. Usually I would just to see if something else were there, but and a dive. Alright. Now all I have to do is remember oxygen. And we will be good. Titanium. Quartz. Just gonna gather up what we can on our way to the emergency shelter. Like those... Ooh, wait, no. We want you, bladderfish.
New creature discovered.
2. Let's put that away. And then grab a boomerang before it gets away. There we go. And put that away. Hey, I remembered to breathe.
Discovered.
Ooh, new voice for the computer, I think, 2. Or maybe I just remember another one. I don't know. Quartz. Saw something aside from this boomerang, but we'll grab that too. There's a hoopfish.
New creature
and
discovered.
I really wish he wouldn't just grab them and hold on to them. Like, just put them away. If I want them back out, I swear I will bring it back out. You can trust me to do that.
Oxygen.
You may not be able to trust me to breathe, but if I have to pull a fish out and wave it around, I'll remember to do that. Okay. I believe you can do something by waving the fish at the penguins or something, but in general, I think it is not the most common activity you will engage in, especially when you first, you know, pick things up. Ooh, what's that? It looks like a whole one. Just a fragment, though. Alrighty, here is our emergency shelter. Thus have we found base.
Found the drop pod.
Logs and communication. I'm sorry about your sister. Dear Robin, I want to offer my sincerest condolences on the passing of your sister. I got to know Sam better towards the end of my mandate with Altera on 4546B when we were thrown together as basemates on Outpost Zero. She spoke often and fondly of you, and I'll admit, as a fellow xenobiologist, I've been familiar with your work and always hoped we might cross paths. I heard about the XenoWorks acquisition, and I don't want to trouble you more. I know you must be dealing with a lot right now, but I thought you should know. It didn't sit right with me when Altera blamed Sam's death on negligence. The Samantha Ayu I met was many things: cautious, naive, optimistic, kind, clever, devoted to her work, but never negligent. In my time on 4546B, I also experienced what seems, in retrospect, like interference into my own investigations into architect activity on the planet. I wish I could offer you something more substantial, but my access to information has been cut off since Alterra terminated my contract. You may be in a better position to look into things than I am, if you're able to. Delta Station was our HQ. They were in a big hurry to leave, and there might still be information to be found there. It has a big radio tower, impossible to miss. I wish you all the best in your work. Lillian Bench. Sam message 1. Looks like there are a lot of messages. Maybe we can play them.
Robin, guess what? I got the job. I'm going to 4546B. Now I'll be able to improve the mechanical avian amphibian under real-world stress conditions. Listen, I know your stance on Alterra, but I just hope you're happy your sis is happy. I sure hope my sis is happy. I can't wait till we talk again. Oh, I wanted to ask you something. Can you watch my Augie while I'm away? I need someone I can trust to look after my best little potato. Potato, listen. I tried, but that name is just not sticking. He's my little oxtrabite. I'll leave the starchy tuber as nicknames to you. Anyway, if you say yes, thanks, baby sis. Love you.
Okay, and we have a second message.
4546B to Robin. Come in, Robin. Remember when we used to play old-timey Space Explorer? This is kind of like that, but it's even harder to communicate. Well, let's see. I got your last message. Alterra is not, as you put it, Alterrizing me. Things are going well. My project has a new name. Say goodbye to the mechanical avian amphibian, and hello to spy penguins. We're training the bots to mimic the creatures. Check out the photo. And I think I'm kind of seeing someone. I know it's not like me to just find a date, let alone on a mostly uninhabited water planet, but actually, you know what? Forget I said anything. Yeah, it's probably not even a real thing, but anyway, I'm sorry to hear XenoWorks might be strapped in the revenue department. Sounds like they still have you busy Xeno working, though. I know there's no way to guarantee an alien intelligence startup will succeed, but you've put so much into it. I hope they find a way to keep going. I know how much it means to you, getting to work at a small place where you have control over your research. All right, I gotta go. Later, baby sis. Love you.
Okay, I notice...
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower's as easy to spot as Lil said.
I noticed that we're starving, is what I noticed first. You know, I'm just going to eat the nutrient block right now. Let's go to our fabricator, though, and print out some water, which we also need. And sure. Well, you know what? We don't need the food, and the fish live longer for some reason in the cabinet while they're alive. So, in you go, kids. And with that, we will put in the first filtered waters we picked up and carry 3 with us. We'll put the nutrient blocks in as well. Sure, it can have a couple of flares, I think. Let's drink some water, and we'll pick up again with Sam's story in a little bit. Now, what we need to do is remember what we need to do, and so rubber is the seeds, and we need rubber to make these, but also to make this, and we have titanium, so we need the seed clusters. Now, if things are relatively where I think, let's take a look. Let's surface here. I think we should find some creepvine seeds over yonder, and we're gonna grab you, little guy, because I just love staring in your fishy little eyes. and 2. And there is our seed cluster group. 1, 2, 3, 4.
New blueprint
We'll take it
synthesized.
for now. We need some air.
Oxygen.
Yes, working on it. Thank you. And normally, if we were just starting a game that we'd, done before, I'd say I'd jump ahead, but with the story changes, ooh, there is
New creature discovered.
an Arctic peeper. Since I don't know how the story may have changed, I think I'm just going to drag everybody along. So, now, let's put our peeper away and our bladderfish. Now, we crank off some rubber. I think we get 2 rubber per. Crank off some lubricant. Another rubber. And let's go down here and whip up some fins. And then
Finally, some
into
speed.
tools and get a knife. And then we're going to swap knife and flare. Now, what else do we want to make? Tools, we'd love to have a scanner. So for scanner, we need a battery. For battery, we need ribbon plants and copper ore. Glass we could make. Let's see what we have left. We have 1 of these left. We have 1 lubricant and 1 rubber. Huh. Well, let's crank off another lubricant then, because we can go back and get those fairly easily. Then we will turn here and we will put our lubricant and rubber in and head back out. Ribbon plant. Now, if things again are relatively the same, it shouldn't be that hard for us
Should be able to use this.
to dig up some ribbon plants.
Ribbon plants contain electrolytic materials that can be used in energy storage.
Well, thanks. There we go. 4 and a bit of copper. And there are some more right underneath our pod. Love the sunlight coming through the water. Okay. In we go. Minerals galore. Okay, let's see what that
I was a
says.
little nervous about dropping into an unknown area.
Oh.
But luckily, this biome seems to have an abundance of minerals I can use for tools and upgrades. I didn't want another situation like Byzantos 5. When
Oh, no.
Xenoworks dropped me off, there were barely any resources. I survived off the land for 3 months with just a knife, my lucky PDA, and some rope. I am still kind of proud of that, though.
Okay. Drop pod. Let's see what this says.
Found the drop pod. Is there anything better than being not cold and not wet? Well, I guess being not on fire and not injured aren't bad either.
True.
Now that I'm settled, I can start to look for you, Sam. I should reread the message your colleague sent me.
Interesting.
Oh, thank goodness, fins. Humans are built all backwards for swimming. Our biggest muscles are in our legs, but our thrust comes from our puny, unwebbed hands. No, thank you. Not anymore. Now I can get around and explore with something approaching a reasonable pace. With a little luck, this won't be the last of my speed upgrades either.
Not if we can help it. All right. Okay, we heard this one, and we'll save those for later. And now we want to make a battery. And with a battery comes our scanner. And with
All right, I have
scanner,
a scanner.
we move the flare. Okay, let's
In
see
goes
what
the
this
battery
says.
and titanium. Out comes a scanner. Every xenobiologist's favorite tool. This planet has some fascinating flora and fauna, and I can't wait to learn about them. This will also give me access to a greater tool set. I'm assuming Altera left behind tech that I can scan for blueprints. That should make surviving and exploring out here a bit easier. Don't worry, Sam. I haven't forgotten I'm here for you. But it can't hurt to do a little research on the side, right? I know you would have done the same. I will find out what happened to you. I promise.
I think Sam would be cool with it. Alright, so we have that. What else do we want to be on the lookout for? Nah, I've never really been that worried about flashlights or air bladders. We could use some lockers. We need 4 titaniums for those. We have recipes for that. No, there is something. Oh, this. O2 tank. So fiber mesh is what? Creepvine samples. Right, so we have the knife. We need... Nope, not that. But this, and... So we need creepvine samples and titanium, and we need 2 creepvine samples per fiber mesh. Okay. Off like a herd of robin. And let's take a look up topside now. That looks new. Unless that's the rocket platform and it just changed a little. Anyway, there's an emergency supply cache, 255 meters that way, but first we want to go grab our creepvine sample, was it right? And we'll take you along with us, little guy. Haul out the knife, and slash.
New blueprints synthesized.
Okay, and knife goes away so it doesn't get stolen, and we take a look at our inventory. Good. And we go. Oh, one of these days.
Oxygen.
Well, I very often think it would be fun to insert other characters into certain situations so that perhaps a Khajiit of some renown might find himself underwater, chasing fishies. But for now, we go. Okay, and once we're here, we make some fiber mesh. But what we didn't get was enough titanium. So, back out. That was one, and that is all we need to actually get our oxygen supply up. So back in we go. And O2 tank.
Adding additional blueprints to
Excellent.
the tank. New blueprints synthesized. The standard oxygen tank can be upgraded for deluxe and VIP breathing.
Raising his hand says, VIP breathing? Question mark? No. I'm quite curious about VIP breathing. Sounds like something someone would charge for as a DLC or a microtransaction. Anyway, repair tool is a little bit beyond necessary at the moment, but important to remember we need crystalline sulfur before I go. Next tank is... No, that's just a regular one. Interesting. Oh, right, we can cook. Well, we do need to eat. Alright, and let's wheel about into inventory, eating our... Well, she really liked that Arctic Fever. 25, we're at almost full. Let's put our... Actually, rather than that, I was going to say let's put our ribbon plants away, but we're just going to use them to make a battery anyway, so let's just make it now. Take up less space. Put it in. And the fiber mesh as well. Let's go check out that supply cache in the distance. Grab up a quartz. We can grab some other stuff while we're out. I didn't actually see what our max oxygen was, so let's top off here. 75. I think that's better than it used to be. Not maybe since the last time, but the first time we tried a run at this. A scanner. Make in with the scanning. And sure, let's... Nope, not going to do that then. Alright, put that away. We're going to surface quick. I think I hear a cave sulfuring creature. It sounds like one, but this would be an unusual place for one. Oh, that's a bit tight. Grab that quartz just because it was looking at me funny. There are some monkeys. And a penguin. Alright, dropping down. Okay, what have we got? We have here disinfected water. I saw something over here. Gravtop fragment scanning quickly. Putting tool away. 1 of 2 scanned on that. Opening the crate. And is that a flare? Okay, I'm not that desperate for flares. Seriously. What is... nothing. Okay, and over here we have first aid kit and an Altera PDA. Alright, let's head up. We'll trigger the conversation and swim back to base. Altera, recorded conversation between Samantha Ayu and Fred LaChance.
I'm telling you, Sammy, you see some weird things when you spend half your day in a sea truck.
More vandalism? Was it the sea monkeys again?
I don't think so. I can't shake the feeling this planet is cursed.
There's no such thing as a curse.
Yeah, you're probably right.
All right, first thing,
You
can I
wouldn't
take
want to
that?
hear
No.
about it anyway. Just a huge creature frozen in ice
What? Where?
in a cave, not far from your lab. And here's the extra weird part. As soon as I called it in,
Oh,
they closed off the area. Don't want anyone going in there.
But why?
Sammy, I'm no biologist, but I think there was something wrong with it. Its skin just seemed off. Alien.
An alien on planet 4546b. No.
I'm serious, Sam. Something ain't right. Wish I could show you, but I can't get back in there.
You can't. But I might know how to.
Whatever you're thinking, we never had this conversation.
all right. We're going to leave this alone. We could actually pick this up or change it, but we won't because there is more down there. I guess we can take a quick look, but I don't want to get too deep into this. Gold. Ooh, not too shabby. We could run into some of those fun exploding critters around here. What is this? Quartz. Okay. There is an oxygen plant. Ooh, 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 ooh. Worth it. Scanning. Sea monkey
30
nest.
seconds of oxygen.
Yes, I believe you. Mobile vehicle bay fragment. Got that as well. Putting this away. Taking some oxygen. I don't know that I want to go that way. It probably wouldn't kill me. It would be unusual at this early stage in the game, but let's not take any chances on an alien planet. Head to surface. We'll come back when we have more oxygen to burn. All right. For now, we'll head back the way we're familiar with. And that probably should wrap us up if I want to have this rendered within 3 or 4 days. YouTube is taking longer to render things into 4K than it used to. Not entirely sure why, or if it's actually true or just a bug and it seems like it. But either way, we're probably better at the very longest being just around 30 minutes. I've been trying to keep it a little shorter just to be sure I get things ready on time. So, for the moment, I would like to say thank you so much for joining me once more with episode 1 of Subnautica Below Zero. Thank you so much. I hope you found it entertaining and maybe even just a little bit informative. I would like to invite you to think of something you are truly grateful for, something which really honestly brings you joy. Your favorite song, your favorite person, the thing you love the most in the world. Let it bring a smile to your face and a warmth to your heart. And please, please, take care.